Hello and welcome to everyone. Jai Bhim, Jai Bharat, Namo Buddhaya. It's a very special program. I have with me today Professor Amrit Lal Rawal, one of the first publishers of writings of Dr. Ambedkar, Dalit publication. He has also published books on Congress, RSS, but most of his work is focused on the problems of scheduled castes, Dalits, and Buddhism. So, sir, welcome to you. I can see the book in your hand.
Thank you.
This book I also have in with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this book is yes. So all of you must be reading about the name of the book is the Blue Book of Baba Saheb Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, compiled by A.L. Rawal ji. So you compiled this book, sir, and this was
Yes.
published in 2009. So this book
Yes.
is almost 16 years old, 16-year-old book. This I also have in my hand. If you can see, people can see the book.
Yeah.
So how did you prepare for this book?
Actually, this book was published by Dalit Book Trust. I had set up a Dalit Book Trust also. So it was published by Dalit Book Trust, and the idea came to me that if Mao can write a red book, and if Colonel Gaddafi can write a green book,
Green
then
book.
why can't there be a green book? Why can't there be a blue book? Because
And
Dr. Ambedkar liked blue color.
and how did you prepare for
Dr.
this book?
Ambedkar.
Like it has a lot of content. Like there are 50
Yes,
chapters in this book,
yes,
starting from Congress against a strong center, India a union of states. Don't blame constitution for crookedness of men. India a federation or union of states. So there are a lot of topics in this cover you have covered in this book. So how did you prepare for this?
yes. Actually, the third chapter, don't blame confusion for crookedness of man. This chapter is very relevant now
Yes, yes.
because everybody, is trying
Everybody is
to
blaming constitution
misuse
and
the concept.
right. Yes, sir.
Mm.
Gandhi and caste system, Baba Sahib sent to Columbia University. Only a man of charter, only a man of character can be independent. Public library instead of a statue. I think this is also very important. Public library
Yes,
instead a statue of a statue. And many people who are opposing this must be pleased to hear that. See, we have already said that we need books, we need libraries. Dr. Ambedkar, there's an incident. I was writing volume number 7, I think volume number 17, part 3. There is a case when Baba Sahib was present and they wanted to open a temple for a saint. But Baba Sahib had reservation for this because he believed that these saints never actually were able to fight against the caste. And
mm.
so it will like their followers will be turned into the same thing, the same
Yes.
kind of mentality. So you have
Mm.
covered very interesting topics in this. It also has about independent labor party, abolished untouchability, new sects for people's unity, temple
Mm.
entry bill, Kalaram. So it also has historical background towards national reconciliation. Brahmins were meat eaters. So this is also this you have also covered.
Yeah,
For which
even now in Kashmir, Brahmins, the Pandits eat meat because of geographical reasons. It is too cold there.
yeah.
So because it is too cold, therefore they have to survive in that
No,
cold.
this
And it's only because of
yeah. Also I'm reading this book. It has all the records of the all the Hindu scriptures starting from Rig Veda about eating cow and bull. Most of the Hindu deities were offered cow and bull. Bulls bulls hot blood was offered to Indra. You have also covered this thing about speeches of Dr. Ambedkar on presenting final draft of Indian Constitution to the Constituent Assembly. Then Buddha's creed, Brahmanism, Buddhist civilization destroyed by Islam, caste system, caste cannot be destroyed, democracy, dharma, education, electorate, and equality. fundamental rights, Gandhi, Gautam Buddha, great man, hero and hero worship, Hindu code bill. This hero and hero worship has also become very relevant nowadays. Some
Yes.
youngsters,
Yes.
they, yes sir, they woo the youngsters, some young leaders, and they try to make themselves as hero without working in the mission. And some parties also
Yes.
put characters like who become leaders.
Yes.
So Dr. Ambedkar also criticized this. Justice, labor welfare, and linguistic state. Linguistic state has also become very relevant. Now we can see what's happening
Mm.
in some of our southern states. That policy of this Hindi, imposing Hindi, uh, it's like they are repulsive to this. They
I
are,
mean, it should not be imposed, you know, it should not be imposed because unity of the country is more important than any language.
yes, religion not an opium, sacredness, slavery, scriptures, ideal society, intercaste marriage. You have also mentioned about intercaste marriage also, and
Yes.
social reform, idealizing the real untouchability, untouchable sacredness, prevents revolution. So, can you show this book again? Because this computer is showing the reverse image. So, this is the name of the book, the Blue Book of Baba Sahib Dr. Ambedkar. You can see. Okay, can we talk about the other books which you have now? I have a lot of books. It will be short program, but I will try to demo all the books.
Okay.
This is very famous
This is
book,
Ambedkar.
Ambedkar the Great. Yes, sir. When it was published,
It
I also have its
was
copy.
published.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was published in the year 2000, 1st January
So it's
2000.
almost 25 years have passed when this book was published,
Yes.
and it has an introductory passage by Dr. R.L. Soni. Who was this R.L. Soni, sir? Dr. R.L. Soni. What was his full
Well,
name?
actually, Mr. TCA, he himself got it written from Mr. R.L. Soni. So I don't know him personally. I have not met him.
Okay. So he writes, when I think of Dr. Ambedkar, he appeals to me as a gentleman of distinction, a great scholar, a brilliant author, an able statesman, an outstanding social reformer, a remarkable lawgiver, a patriot in the true sense, and a dhammadut par excellence. Multi-talented, this devoted son of Mother India labored hard to remove the blot of untouchability from her face. A man of practical sense, this intellectual luminary was, above all, as far-sighted religious leader. He was certainly the hero of contemporary Buddhist Renaissance in India. Moreover, in the annals of worldwide revival of Buddhism in the mid 20th century, he stands out as a beacon light for all times and climes. So this was, what do we call to these things, like when such introduction in terms of a publication, like when you publish a book?
I mean, this is just a compliment, you know, which has been paid
Complimentary.
by
Okay.
me.
Okay. So it has advent of Dr. Ambedkar. Topics are Dr. Baba Sahib Bodhisattva Bharat Ratna Ambedkar, essence of Ambedkarism, three commandments: educate, agitate, organize, three principles of social philosophy: liberty, equality, fraternity, three deities. So he mentions three deities as knowledge, self-respect, character. Buddhism, Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, Buddha and Baba Sahib, Ashok and Ambedkar. Dr. Ambedkar's contribution to Buddhism, Dr. Ambedkar's vision of world Buddhism, Dr. Ambedkar and India's independence, Dr. Ambedkar, the chief architect of Indian Constitution, Gandhi Ambedkar debate on caste, Dr. Ambedkar and women's emancipation, Dr. Ambedkar and his writing, people's education, society, a living legacy, immortal Ambedkar, Ambedkar's shrines. Anyway, so let's come to the another book which you have.
Now the next is Thoughts on Pakistan.
Oh, this is a very famous book. It was the first edition published in 1998 by Dr. Ambedkar. It was actually a report. It was a report which was prepared by his party. Actually, his party wanted to prepare a report because they were contesting election along with Muslim League also. And so he prepared this report, but he refuted. He refuted his stand on this report. In this report, he talked about the nations who are living separately, but in the second edition, which is partition, Pakistan or partition of India, he refuted that. what made you um, to decide to publish this book in spite of not the second edition?
Actually, many Dalit writers of repute, they asked me not to publish it. But I thought that since this is the original one, which was published in 1941, so why should it not be published? Because it was written by Dr. Ambedkar himself. And with great difficulty, I could get a copy of this, a photocopy of this book. So from that photocopy, I got it typeset and then printed. I
Yes, sir.
read the whole book, very attentively, and then I thought that this should go before the people because this is the original writing of Dr. Ambedkar, and the writing of any author, especially a great man like Dr. Ambedkar, should not be suppressed.
Yeah,
That's
but
why I
yeah,
published.
yeah, but Dr. Ambedkar also wrote in the second edition that in the first edition I did not write any of my personal opinion, and he specially mentioned that I am writing my personal opinions in the last chapter of the second edition. So, and he also
Okay.
said that he never wanted to write this because this was a committee was set up, and he was presiding that committee to write a report
Mm.
whether there should be Pakistan or not. So, of course, I think he was under pressure of that committee and about the political circumstances to write this report.
Mm.
And he has also mentioned in the introduction of the second edition that, in my personal opinion, I refute. I mean, didn't use the exact word, but he refuted that there
Oh.
can't be nations where people of various languages and faith can live together. He gave example of various nations, particularly in the European nation, that people of different faith and language can living together. But he also
Actually, he
complained.
also
He also
emphasized.
complained. He also complained at that time when he wrote this published this, that Congress leader and other leaders and various journalists, they are misquoting this book. They are he used the word pillage of this book. So people were taking contents from here and there and not the whole thing. And he complained that also. And I but that thing is still
Yes.
going on. I think people who had reservation of publishing this because it would put a permanent mark on the psyche of the Indians, and I think that has been done. But anyway, we should read the text. Text should be read. Actually, I think and that you have done a
Actually, the thing which I liked in these thoughts on Pakistan is that people, that especially the depressed classes and others, they should come to India, whatever be the cost. And he also cited the example of East European countries in which he said that there was a complete exchange of population. He emphasized this.
yeah. This he refuted, but later on, I think this is the thing. Sir, next book, please.
Next is a phenomena named Ambedkar.
I don't have on my table this book. Could you tell me about
Okay.
the author of this book?
A phenomena named Ambedkar was written by Dr. O'Neill Biswas, and he had sent to me a very huge, manuscript. So I divided that manuscript into three parts. The first was, a phenomena named Ambedkar by Dr. O'Neill Biswas. The second was reservations. It was on reservations. Um, then the third part was Thus Spake Ambedkar, quotations of Dr. Ambedkar, famous quotations of Dr. Ambedkar.
When this book was
So this
published?
is,
Yeah. Yes, sir. Continue.
uh, this is this is a very seminal book. I mean, if you read this book, then it shall be clear that Dr. Ambedkar was not merely a person born. This was first edition published in 1998.
Oh, so this book is
1998.
27 years old book.
Yes.
Okay.
And the book says that Dr. Ambedkar was not merely, an ordinary person. He was a phenomena. If you read this book, you will come to know, you will realize that it was really a phenomena, and we are fortunate that Indians had, a great man like Dr. Ambedkar at that time, who guided, with his intellect, with his maturity, and with his great character. He guided us. Whereas on the other hand, the people who misguided the other people, and they found Pakistan. Their fate is now miserable. It's only because of the leaders, who were here and those who were there. So the leaders of that country, they wanted to make Pakistan only to satisfy their ego or to become Qaid Azam or something like that.
Right.
So therefore,
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Could we have next book, please?
yes, next is understanding Bihar. Understanding Bihar was written by
Dr. A.K. Biswas.
Doctor A.K. Biswas. He was Bihar. He was from Bihar cadre of IAS. He was an IAS officer. He was also the vice chancellor of B.R. Ambedkar Bihar University, and he was also a very senior officer of IAS, and he wrote many books. In this book, Understanding Bihar, he has traced the socio-economic history of Bihar and how the people, were exploited, and how they continue to be exploited even now. I mean, I have attended many conferences of Bihar, people from Bihar. I also met many laborers from Bihar coming from Bihar, and I asked them why people, migrate to other states. They said that there is work in Bihar, but there are no wages. No proper wages are given in Bihar.
I wanted to point here about the Bihar and about the Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, where we have rich resources. Look at the case of Ukraine. Ukraine is fighting for its resources. There is a
Yes,
third world war looming over the resources that would
yes,
provide
yes,
the population of Ukraine an abundant, ample wealth. But
yes,
ironically, the people of these states, their all resources are stolen in front of their eyes by the government, and they are unable to stop it and unable to remove their poverty. I
uh,
feel pathetic condition. That is why some
yes.
people questions democracy. That's why some people question that why people should remain silent over such issues. Sir, do you have any next book? I have a lot of books to show.
Yes, yes. Next is भारतीय संविधान के जनक.
Yes, yes.
This is the Hindi translation of Father of the Constitution of India, written by Mr. Swapan Kumar Biswas. Uh,
I have
Swapan
this
Kumar
book.
Biswas. Uh,
We have sold over 300 copies of this book so far.
okay.
Yes.
So this was, he was Mr. Swapan Kumar Biswas was the deputy commissioner of the census operations. He worked in the office of the census operations, and he was deputy commissioner there. I met him several times. He was a very good friend of mine. He was a great intellect, and he also used to go to Mr. Kashiram. He introduced me to Mr. Kashiram.
And
This book was published.
yeah,
This
people
was
publish
published
it
by Dalit Book Trust. It was published by Dalit Book Trust, and
2002.
it was published by him.
In which year it was published?
Uh,
I think it was published in
Actually,
99 or 2000 or 2002 between.
oh yes,
So anyway,
yes,
let's
yes.
go to let's
2004.
2004. Let's jump to the next
2004.
book. Yeah.
Next book is Buddhism in India by Dr.
This is
Buddhism in India after.
this is the one of the books which is like a people buy. We always have scarcity of this book. Like Buddhism in India after Dr. B.R. Ambedkar by D.C. Ahir. D.C. Ahir is the author, very famous author, and
Yes.
people who are outside India they wanted to read him. Like the second generation
Now,
people or third generation people.
this book, presents an in-depth analysis and critical assessment of the progress made by Buddhism after the passing away of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar on 6 December 1956. So this it gives all the pictures of the important sites.
Yes, sir. Let's go to the next book. Do you have more book or should I show the books?
Yes, this is Azadi ke Tarane.
I have this book.
This
We will
is
come to this book. We will come to this book when I will discuss the Hindi books. Do you have any book in
okay.
English?
Yes, I have many books.
Or should I start showing? You can talk on those books.
Okay.
So this book, which is also published by you, The Decline and Fall of Buddhism in India, it was by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and Rahul Sankratay's name is also there. What is the story behind this book, sir?
The story is that Mr. DCA, he brought this book and he said that this book should be published even though it is small, but it should go to the people because it is necessary. So therefore, we
published on 14th October 2000. So it was published 25 years back. Next book is this, Dhampad, an anthology of the sayings of the Buddha.
Yes, this again was brought by Mr. DCA. He had compiled these sayings and he said that it should go because it is like a gutka, he said. It is like the religious textbook.
Yes, it has all the verses of Dhampad.
Yes.
Another book is this, Buddha and the Caste System by
Buddha and
Dharmantrana. Buddha and the Caste System. Okay, it talks about an institution peculiar to India, Buddha and the caste system, psychological aspect of the problem, practical measures adopted by the Buddha, decline of Buddhism by revival. It was published in the year 2001, so almost 25 years back. Then this book, Reservation, Legal Perspective by Dr. Anil Biswas.
This was other second book of Dr. Anil Biswas. He was a great scholar, a great author. Although I was not fortunate enough to meet him.
A Study of
Caste. Next is A Study of Caste
by
Mr.
author of The Essence of Buddhism.
Yes. So this book again was given to me by a great scholar who wrote the book Decline and Fall of Buddhism in India. So he worked in a
when you are going to publish that book. Okay, it was published in 2003. When you are going to republish Decline and Fall of Buddhism?
Decline and Fall of Buddhism.
Nowadays, people publish without any permission. They are like stealing the intellectual work.
No. I always enter into an agreement first and then I touch
No, I'm not talking about you. Nowadays, I'm saying other people. It's Married at the Aryan Bluff by S.R. Tulakdar.
No, he also came to my office. He came to my office and he said that people are talking a lot about merit and all that. So he said that I have written this small book if you want to publish it. So I went through the whole book and
in 1998
it was
27 years copy I have in my hand. The Native Culture of India, The Wonder That Was by Dr. Naval Viyogi.
Naval Viyogi, yes, he also used to come to this office and he said that it's a good book. It was
published in 2001.
2001.
Worship and Devotion in Buddhism by Dr.
Buddhism. This was again written by Mr. DCA.
Yes.
So he said that how to worship, in Buddhist, in a Buddhist manner.
It was published in 2004. Then Supreme Court on Reservation from 1950 to 2000 by Dr. Anil Biswas.
Anil Biswas, yes. I mean, he has cited various cases in this book regarding reservations. various cases, which were going on in different courts and also
It was
Supreme Court
published
of
in
India.
2001. Then we have the
Yes.
book The Namo Sudras of Bengal by Dr. A.K. Biswas.
Yes. Yes. The Namo Sutras of Bengal was also written by Dr. A.K. Biswas, who is no more now, and he was a great man. He was a great friend of mine. He was very, you know, mm, learned man.
Map of Bengal. I think
Yes.
this is United Bengal.
Map. Yes. Yes.
You see people who are really interested in I think partition studies. You had been you have been fascinated for the partition studies recently by Delhi University. By which department?
Yes.
Department of
There is a new department, the Department of Partition Studies and all that.
okay.
It's a new department which has been created.
So people can read this book because you have to understand that how partition was created to favor some politicians actually and some Mughals and some landlords. I have another book
Yes.
with me. I will come to the Hindi books later on, which I have in my hand. It's without cover, sir.
Yeah,
Because
actually, this
Message
is
of
a very
United
small book.
Peace. Yeah, by R. Sangeeta Rao.
R. Sangeeta Rao was the president of All India SC/ST and
Okay.
OBC Minorities Association.
Then we have Annihilation of Caste, very famous. We have only 5 minutes left. So Annihilation of Caste, this is a very famous speech by Dr.
Yes,
Ambedkar. This you have already
yes.
published. It was published long time back. Then we have
Uh,
Sati Saga of a Gori Practice. This is
Body practice. This book it's a very touching book. I
by
sent two
A.K.
copies
Biswas.
of this book to a women's journal, but they did not publish any introduction or any review of this book. Although they claim to be a magazine of the women.
Okay. This book I have, it was first published in 1969, then second edition 1979. Then I think you published the third revised edition in 1995. So this is the oldest book I have got in my hand. And the book is Gandhi and Ambedkar, a comparative study by Dr. DCI.
Yes, I
Oldest,
read this book. This is the first book which I read,
30 years old book.
written by Mr. T.C. here. So when I read the original one, I was moved. I wrote to him a postcard that I want to publish this book if you permit me. So then Mr. T.C. here came to my office and we signed an agreement and then we published.
It's
He
a
was quite happy.
it's a 20 years old book, 2005,
Yes.
2004 book, The Unsung Martyrs of 1857.
57. This again was written by Dr. A.K. Biswas.
Yes.
In this book, he has said that the punishment given to the people who fought against the British during 1857 was, it was ghastly, it was ferocious, and many of the people had their houses razed to the ground. They were destroyed. I mean,
Yeah.
so
We have a book then Banned Patriotic Literature Series Part 2, Sardar Bhagat Singh, a short life sketch by Jitendra Nath Sanyal.
yes, I compiled this biography of Sardar Bhagat Singh from the National Archives of India and published it with their permission. I used to type it on my laptop and then got it typeset and published.
Then Banned Patriotic Literature Series War Literature,
Yes,
compiled by A.L.
this
Rawal,
book was
compiled by you.
banned. Yes, this book was banned. I mean, many of the books were banned, which inspired the people to fight for freedom. So this book also, war literature also was written during those days, and it was banned because the
Now,
people, British did not want the people to know the plight of those who had fought for them
now I
and
have a book.
lost their life.
Yeah, I have a book by Dr. DCI. It was also published 25 years back. Buddhist cave temples in India by DCI.
Yes. Yes, Buddhist cave temples in India is also very informative. It gives us information about the temples which are in the caves.
Then I have I have a book like Banned Patriotic Literature Series 5. There's also a book on Congress which I don't have in my hand. There's another book which I don't have. But anyway, this book I have, A Face of the Struggle of the Indian Struggle by
Yes,
Shama Prasad Mukherjee. So this book was published.
yes, yes,
This was written by
yes.
Shama Prasad Mukherjee. You published this book.
wrote some letters.
Okay. Another book I have which is not published by you, but you also sell this book. Manifesto of Bharat Resilience Movement. I read some portions of this book. Interesting book. By
It was not written by us. It was not published by us. Actually, it was given to us by the author. He himself came to the office and he offered this
what's
book to
it's,
us.
it's very interesting. Kuthik
Yes,
Kuthik
it's very
Purushottam. What's his name? How to pronounce his name? Do you know his name? Kuthik
Purushottam,
Purushottam Kon or Chon?
Chon, Chon,
Kutti Khat.
Purushottam Chon.
What's his first name? Kutti Khat.
I don't know. I don't remember it
Don't
now.
remember.
But Purushottam Chon is.
Okay, Chon.
He came from Bombay. He was from Bombay.
Caste is India.
Caste in India, yes.
One of the essays
Now
of
this
Dr.
again,
Ambedkar.
this was an essay by Dr. Ambedkar.
It is a original was published in 1916 and this was published in 2003. Now let's come to
Yes.
some of the Hindi books which I have. And there are two parts, Azadi ke Tarane, Kavya Sangrah. This you can see part
Yes.
1 and part 2.
Yes, yes. Now this was
तो इसके
part
बारे
1 and
में हम
part
हिंदी में
2.
बात सर वी कैन टॉक इन हिंदी तो ये
हाँ
वाली
ठीक
आपने
है.
कैसे पब्लिश करी आजादी के तराने
ये भी जो है ना, मैंने नेशनल आर्काइव्स में बहुत सारी कविताएं ऐसी हैं जो कि जो लोगों को उस समय प्रेरित कर रही थी अपना सब कुछ त्यागने के लिए, ताकि वो लड़ने के लिए बाहर आए, आजादी की लड़ाई लड़ने के लिए बाहर आए और उन्होंने अपना सब कुछ त्याग दिया. इस किताब में जो लोगों की परेशानियां हैं, खास तौर पे किसानों की जो परेशानियां हैं वो दिखाई गई हैं. उनके पास पैसे नहीं होते थे, फिर भी पुलिस आती थी लगान लेने के लिए, नहीं दे पाते थे तो उनको पकड़ के ले जाती थी और बहुत बुरा मतलब सलूक करती थी. तो ये इसमें उस समय की जो व्यथा है लोगों की वो दिखाई गई.
Those who have listened to this program in English, they can contact me on 8527533051 or 8851188170, or there is a WhatsApp number 8447913116. We also have a website nspmart.com. Let's come to the other books, remaining books in Hindi. एक ये किताब है G.W. ब्रिक्स द चमार्स का हिंदी अनुवाद. चमार.
हाँ जी.
अनुवादक जयप्रकाश करदम. ये जयप्रकाश करदम वही है जो कि अभी बीएसपी में नेता है?
नहीं, ये मैं नहीं जानता, लेकिन ये गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया में
ये कौन थे?
लैंग्वेज ऑफिसर थे. अच्छा. और इन्होंने मतलब ट्रांसलेट किया ये किताब.
अच्छा, लोगों को ये बात समझ नहीं आती. ये जो बुक है ना, ये जो रिलीजियस लाइफ है, जो धार्मिक जीवन था, उसके ऊपर है. बहुत पुरानी किताब है ये. तो ये ये बहुत पुरानी
इंग्लिश में थी. G.W. ब्रिग्स ने लिखी थी और हमें कहा गया था कि
1920 में 1920 में. हाँ जी. ये 2000 का एडिशन है मेरे पास. 25 साल पुराना एडिशन है. सामाजिक क्रांति क्यों और कैसे, लेखक डॉक्टर नवल वियोगी. बहुत पुरानी किताब हो चुकी है.
हाँ जी, पुरानी है.
महत्वपूर्ण दस्तावेज है. हाँ जी. ये
और इनकी एक और किताब भी है,
1957.
इंडस वैली सिविलाइजेशन भी है इनकी एक किताब.
वो भी है मेरे पास, अभी वो नहीं है. वो भी 2-4 कॉपी चाहिए होगी और मेरे को हमारे स्टॉक में कम हो गई है. भारत में मार्क्सवाद की दुर्दशा, ए.के. विश्वास.
हाँ, ये वही किताब है जिसमें वो कहते हैं कि मार्क्सवाद भारत में क्यों फेल हुआ. वो फेल इसीलिए हुआ क्योंकि जो मार्क्सवादी है वो मतलब जो है ना, अपने वर्कर्स को, खास तौर पे फीमेल वर्कर्स को बहुत ज्यादा सप्रेस करते हैं और एक्सप्लॉइट भी करते हैं, उनको गुलाम अपना बना के फिर उनको जो है ना उनको हर फील्ड में झोंक देते हैं, और इसी वजह से वो चल नहीं पाते।
Sir, this is a book which was published not by you, and there's a one more book by I think the same author, Bonigala Ramarao.
चंडाल,
I think is from
हाँ,
Adi Guru Acharya Chandal, and
चंडाल
it
है,
is History of Untouchability.
यस, अनटचेबल्स।
Yeah. Could you tell me about this book? How you came to know about this book? It was published.
Mr. Rao came here and he sent us this book.
Okay. Anyway, we have short of time because I have to give another important information to the people. See, these are the books which are kept for a long time. So this would be a bit expensive for you, but these are important. You can collect them. You can call me on 8527533051. आप मुझे फोन कर सकते हैं 8527533051 8851188170. Another WhatsApp number is 8447913116. We have a website nspmart.com. Thank you very much. This was Professor Amritlal Rawal from Delhi and talking about his publication. And I'm Nikhil Sablania from Delhi talking about all these books. Thank you very much, sir. Jai Bhim, Jai Bharat, Namo Buddhaya.
Thank you.